play when you're running at him. And this lineup of Team Spirit, they want to be moving around the map fast.
A lot of these invokers also tend to get stuck in mid lane. We'll get to that in a second as Cuckoo. That is a morning wake up for him.
That is a beautiful sight for sure.
Also something surreal to say out loud, right, as well, as they are going to go on the bottom tower here, diving straight for the gyrocopter. Laurel has been dropped quite low. They did get the Decrepify on the RP, so they're not able to hit this gyrocopter. The Doom comes out. That's going to seal Laurel's fate, and WS will get the kill for it. Can they get Collapse as well? That is the Doom charging in as close as he can. Rue with a good stun, with just a little bit of mana, able to throw
so they're going to be increasingly careful.
And talk about being careful. Talon finds a time to strike right on top of this Tiny. And Miposhka, he'll be there to help him out. The Carapace stun is blocked for a moment, at least the damage, but WS is dropping low, and Natsumi's coming in. Wukong's is placed down as well, the protective barrier. How much can they do? This gyro is melting quite a lot, so Natsumi has to reposition as Cuckoo's fallen, and then it's 3 heroes down, and Spirit is finding themselves the better fight around this time. And for Talon, not really a lot done. Just the Tiny. They felt like they burst
in with the smoke. Talon need to get out now.
Let's see what they can do. Laurel in the tree's going to get tornadoed. Jokum is following in straight with that Vendetta and gets the stuns to connect on him. He gets his BKB, but the Doom is already out there, and WS will make sure that this Monkey King's got nowhere to go. Rue will drop as well, and that should maybe open up Talon potentially for a Roshan if they consider it.
Finger is the only spell it's
Do they
missing.
see the Spirit Wards? Yes, they do. All right, I was thinking if that's like 1 pixel too far away. But they're going to get initiation onto the Tiny, and here comes the RP as well. 3 heroes going to get caught into it, and huge damage coming from Spirit. But Talon, can they fight back? They've got 3 heroes still alive versus the 4. Tiny is at 1 HP at the moment, and seems like Radon lives from this entire engagement. They've only lost the Nyx and the Lich so far. And we're going to get a...
Magnus is going to go hunting.
They actually caught the Doom at the same time in the topside jungle, while Collapse and Radon Miposhka are finishing off the Pugna, so this might lead into 1 or 2 hero kills, but Doom actually TP's home, and now they don't have the Monkey King here, so it's a 5 versus 4 for a moment. Actually, 5 versus 3 for a moment here for Talon, but they cannot find an angle to open in and get towards Team Spirit, so Talon has to hold at their own high ground. And there's an RP going to grab a couple heroes from Talon's base. An absolute annihilation takes place as they get the Doom and the next assassin. Natsumi and Cuckoo stuck in the low ground. Gyro gone for 75 seconds. And I think that is what seals the deal. Team Spirit. For a moment, the fight splits for a second. And they find an opening on the high ground. They catch Talon with their pants down and secure game 1.
I can't believe that Talon allowed those wards to live in the base. I mean, Cuckoo got skewered back. He knew that they saw him, and then it took like 10...
Right?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
It's like we're sending you to the slaughter.
Look at what they did to Nyx Assassin. I think he had the GPM talent, and then they remove it. They had to give a spell so that he can kill creeps.
Oh, Miposhka in quite big trouble as Jokum is diving under the tower, and he's going to get himself the first blood. He's going to get traded as well with a split kill taken by the tower. But, I mean, we agree and we disagree on some things, but...
Have a mobility spell to get away. There's just 2 melee heroes. I mean, he's always going to be able to do a good job. But
you can see it is really chunking this Doom's HP with the lightning bolts, but can they finish off the Spectre? Just a little bit more required, and Radon will drop the Jokum. Miposhka has a couple hundred HP. There's still a Lotus, a Fairy Fire, and almost a full Magic Wand on this Riki, and they're looking maybe for another angle. They're just going to connect the wave, keep that wave pushing in, and make sure Spectre's going to miss some last hits as Mikoto. Going to be chased by Laurel, and of course with the backup of Rue. They do bring in Jokum for the assistance, and this DK is not suddenly feeling so good. Laurel will die first. Rue will also get taken down by Mikoto, but he will lose his life in the process, so it will be a bit of a trade. With both mid laners falling, WS tries to finish off. Miposhka actually gets him down, has the chain lightning. As well as they're going on the hunt, here comes the nasal goo. Thrown into light stun there from Collapse and onto Natsumi with the Shadow Step Lich ulti, but Natsumi is still alive for the time being. Finally falls to Collapse. Collapse will be traded. Radon will die nevertheless. And that's going to be a 2-for-2 trade. Of course, dying.
About it on the sniper,
Bruce got no TP here, by the way, because he just escaped Jokum, and now Jokum jumps him again. This Ricky hits like a truck.
Oh, he tried to lasso him, didn't manage to do it, but Ricky's still dead.
And there's the Doom coming out from WS and it's on Radon. Miposhka will find a kill.
gonna
WS is actually dying to the Spectre. Those illusions hurt him quite a lot, and they're dancing around the trees, and they take the Doom down. Will Radon live? Will he survive? The Doom is ticking him low. No, he will not survive this time around. Natsumi helps with that. Zeus gets torn.
They're just lacking damage.
Jokum, deep jumping, gets stunned by the DK. He's just gone.
Gives an opening.
He just dies right away. Collapse just popped that Stampede. 30 seconds for the Spectre. The lasso comes out. They're thinking that Spectre's coming back, but he's not. As Mikoto will go down. WS is dying. Laurel and the boys are doing it for now. But Natsumi, this is the big bristleback that everyone's been afraid of. As he'll take down Collapse and now put his sights towards Laurel. But 10 seconds on Spectre. As he said, it's going to be very close. He takes down Laurel and now Miposhka and Rue. But he will not follow them. He's getting warnings from his teammates that this Spectre is coming in, and Cuckoo's jumped on by Radon. He's bought dust for this. He sees where the Lich is going, and he'll die to it.
Can he get Natsumi?
He's going to be all alone here. He takes down Rue, and Radon has to move away. And at the same time, Miposhka, oh, poor Miposhka's going to get smacked in the face. He's trying to fight versus Natsumi, and he might not be able to win this one with the Bloodstone. The heals are too much. Radon tries to get in there in time, but it is Natsumi who gets the Ultra in the end, and he was basically at what, 200 HP? Jokum, what are you doing? Can he get Radon as well? So close to winning the illusions, tear him apart. The Ricky's gone. It still holds somehow. It's a long wait for the DK and the Centaur.
You don't have those stuns for the Spectre to do her job. Now they have the Lincoln Spheres to protect Natsumi as well. You're not killing this guy. The towers are getting low.
Nothing done right here. He drops to 700, 500, less than 100 and gone. But he does have his ult, but time is running out. The tier 4's fallen. The other one is down to half HP. WS, it looked like he was about to doom an illusion, but he did let go of the cast. Still has it, and there we go. It's landed on him, and Team Spirit's gonna have to tap out of this one. Talon, they're gonna tie this series up.
Natsumi going in again. He knows in the fountain he cannot be stopped. Okay, he might actually give his life away.
But 55 HP, come on. I mean, obviously what's going to happen, that Collapse is going to finish him off, and Mikoto is fighting to the end. The Ancient is so low.
Natsumi.
They're not hitting the Ancient yet. They're poking Collapse, and now they're finishing the game, and that's going to do it. We're going to a game 3.
What a performance.
WS, then we have a Seeing Red Bristle for Natsumi, the carry position top. So with that Zeus technically looking like a 5, and Natsumi dying here as well. All right,
so easily versus it, and this seems to be a bit too deep from Collapse.
Pulverize them too. And Mikoto also brought in with the toss and the stomp. They're going to get Mikoto here as well. Double kill for Laurel, much needed for this Tiny.
Kill Bristle, he's getting to a uncomfortable position.
Close ball here. Laurel gets to jump in on him first, and because he doesn't have that Aegis, he's in trouble. Natsumi slept as well. The hook's up. 200 HP, and he will go down to Collapse. But will they lose how many heroes for this one? Because Laurel is going to be dropping low. Jokum is going to go down to Collapse, and WS is going to be following down the Tiny. Make sure that they get this kill off of the core.
Coming from the other Titan, he maybe could have killed the Tiny. Your sniper was gonna die anyways.
Well,
first time.
Now he does not have that BKB, but he does have an onslaught. Laurel jumping in on Cuckoo, finishes him off, has the damage to take him out. And now the nasal goo thrown out there from Natsumi, and Laurel slows him down to a crawl. Collapse is looking for another angle in 1 second for onslaught to be available. He grabs the Bristle back running in his arms. Jokum coming in from the side, gets the hook shot onto Collapse. Now a slept Bristle back, low on HP. Can Radon finish him off? The Bloodstone comes up. The axe is there. Natsumi will die. Root gone as well. Radon, though, disarmed by Mikoto and WS, but Mikoto still surrounded by hostiles. He's gone as well. Team Spirit already taken multiple heroes out of play. Radon lives. Collapse lives. WS is moving away with his BKB, and huge losses on the side of Talon. They'll get the Brood out at least, but Jokum to fall, and Team Spirit, this is what they were wanting, what they've been looking for. But they can't get close enough to hit him. Maybe now Collapse actually pokes Radon to safety. Well, we talk about safety. These are still dangerous waters to be in. WS is the one taking a chunk, and Natsumi, Earth Splitter comes in. It doesn't quite connect the pulverize there from Collapse. Natsumi has to move away. Talon, they've taken a lot of damage, but can they kill anyone? Cuckoo finds Radon. He bought back, finds the Morphling. And this Lich, the one hero, the absolute nightmare of the enemy carry. Larl jumping in though as Roof off the Mikoto. Larl is down as well. And now with one after the other. Talon looking for collapse as well. They'll get it. Here.
You don't.
Maltese Spirit is right next to them. Radon is low. The jump from Cuckoo. Can they get the Aegis out of the way? Yes, they can. That's kill number 1. But what about life number 2? Is it bigger? Is it longer? Radon waveforms to safety. The jump in from Larl as the Morphling moved away. Mikoto down so low. The Glimmer collapsed. Rumtles him down. Tramples him even down to the ground into his death. And Jokum dead as well. Natsumi will take the fight to collapse with the help of Cuckoo and WS. Another jump from Larl onto the backline with this tiny WS. The deleted Cuckoo is gone as well. Team Spirit. 4 heroes down, full team wipe, buyback forced out from Mikoto, and it's all by himself, and he has to do so much damage!
It's over!
The Elder Titan, the Astral Spirit on top of him, and he's got no resistance whatsoever.
They've been losing for 33 minutes and just one move forward. The Elder Titan damage coming into play.
It's over.
It is definitely over. All of their heroes.
Team Spirit, one single team fight. I'm getting their first TI shocks right here. The first time when they surprised was one team fight win into an instant push to force GG and surprised everybody. How the hell did that happen? And this is exactly that. They believed in this lineup. They believed the strength.